Hey y'all, how we doing? It's Gavin here. Just doing a quick little context before I start the video of the truck tour. Just graduated college from the University of Alabama with my mechanical engineering degree, and I start working in Phoenix, Arizona as a project engineer for McCarthy Building Companies. We're going to be designing and building solar farms across the country. And like I said, my first assignment is going to be in Phoenix. I'll be there for roughly a year. Not entirely sure. I don't know how far into the project they are yet, but yeah, so before I start work there, I've got a couple months, and I just bought this new truck behind me, 2023 Toyota Tacoma Trail Edition, and I'm going to take it across the country on a camping hiking trip, visiting all the national parks. And yeah, I'm going to get into the setup of that and kind of show you guys the itinerary at the end, and hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, so moment we've all been waiting for. I know I posted a little teaser about this trip, and a lot of you guys have been really excited to hear more. So here's first content, first video. Apologize in advance. I've never done anything like this before, so kind of learn as we go. But let's give it a go. All right. So here's my Tacoma, my 2023 Trail Edition Tacoma, named dear Tina the Tacoma. Super excited to hit the road with her. I'm going to give you guys a little tour of what we got going on. As you can see, there's kind of a lot. So cool thing about the Trail Edition is it's got these Kevlar tires. So when I'm hitting the trail and going off-road, camping all my like dispersed camping spots, and dispersed camping, just for those who don't know, is going to be like off the grid. I'm not going to be in like organized campgrounds. I'll be like camping on public land that's obviously free to camp on. And I'm just going to be out there with all of my equipment. So no electrical hookups, no water hookups, nothing like that. Just everything that I've got with me. So let's get into it then. Up top, guys, you're going to see this long black pipe looking thing here. This is going to be my awning, my Ironman 4x4 awning. So it's going to be a 6.5 by 8 foot awning that's going to come out. It's got two rods that come stick in the ground here, and I'll be able to tether those down. And that's going to offer me sun protection, protection from the rain, which, you know, we're trying to beat it right now. We're kind of taking a break between the rain showers right now. So hopefully we can finish this up before that starts raining again. But that's going to help me out when I'm setting up for camp. And I'll be able to set up my table to kind of grill, hang out, chill while I'm not actually sleeping up in the tent. Which brings me to my next thing, our cargo carrier up top here. So I've condensed my life, everything that I own up into this truck. 90% of that is going to be the gear that I need to actually travel and hike and cook and clean and all of those kinds of things. But I do have a few things that I wanted to take with me. So all that stuff's pretty much going to be up there. All my clothes, some of my electronics, some stuff like that you know, I wanted to take but couldn't quite get rid of. It's going to be up there. I'm not really going to be touching that stuff at all during the trip. Over here, these big red boards that you see on my bed rack, these are traction recovery boards, and they are going to be useful for if I'm ever stuck, I can slide these up under the tires. It's going to give me some additional traction to get out of, you know, sand, mud, whatever I might find myself in. And I can also set up my jack, which is on the other side of the truck, on these boards. Again, if I'm in some kind of off-road conditions where I can't really set it up on asphalt, that's going to help me give that jack a little more traction and control. Up here, this is pride and joy of the whole trip. This is what's making it all happen. This is my tent. So it's going to be a Skyridge Series body armor 4x4 tent, and that thing folds out, and I've got a 4.5-inch thick air mattress that slides up in there with a mattress pad as well. So it's actually really comfy. Only thing I'm worried about is the heat. As I'm sure you guys have seen out west, it's super hot right now, but hoping by the time I make it out there, it's kind of cooled off a bit. And if you guys give me just a second, I'll flip us around and show you guys the other side of the truck as well. All right, guys, so here's the back side of the truck. Looks like there's a lot going on because there is. Again, here's my tent. Had to pimp it out with some Alabama stickers, you know, let people know out west that roll tide, you know, as it is. All right, guys, so here's the back of my truck. Again, it looks like a lot. It is. Here's my Yeti cooler. If I open that thing up, I've got a divider in there. Half of it's going to be straight ice. That's going to be for me to keep the cooler cool, as well as scooping that out for my drinks. Because again, I've got a 7-gallon water jug in the truck, but that water is going to be room temperature. So keeping myself cool, hydrated. I've got half of it's going to be ice. The other half of that is going to be some very simple groceries, some almond milk, things like that. Something to spice up my coffee. You know, a couple drinks in here to keep those cool. Very minimal. But this is my fridge, freezer, everything. Love the Yeti. Got my little table here. That's going to be, well, like I said, when I set out that awning, that's going to be where I'm doing all my work. So if I'm grilling, you know, hanging out, reading, whatever, it's going to be right there. Got my 45-pound plate, obviously, working out. I love fitness, so kind of whatever I can do with that. I've got a few workouts planned that are going to be super basic, but just something to keep me like busy while I'm out there. I'm going to be hiking every day, just about. So I'm not too concerned, but for those days that are kind of slow, I'll have that to kind of keep me in check. I've got my 5-gallon tank here for gas. That's going to be if I'm off on the trail or just out in the middle of nowhere and, can't make it to the next gas station. That's going to be a lifeline for sure. I've got my propane tank that's going to be hooked up to my propane stove grill. It's going to be a 2-burner Campbell grill. That thing's going to be awesome. I've tried it out a few times. Super cool. A lot of control with what I can do with that. And all of my supplies for hiking, cooking, everything else is going to be in these totes back here. So I've got one for my camp setup. That's going to have the pump for my air mattress. It's got all of my lanterns, my mosquito repellent, things like that. I've got another box for all of my cooking supplies. It's got my gas grill. It's got all my utensils, all of my containers for putting food that I don't finish away, things like that. And then I've got another tote for all my hiking stuff. So backpacks, hydration packs, trek poles, things like that. I've got another pole for all of my waste and cleanup. So I've got my portable shower, portable toilet, paper towels, toilet paper, dish soap, shampoo, things like that are going to be down in there. And then all underneath that, I've got 2 totes that are full of my sneakers, all my Jordans, all of my Air Maxes, all of my, New Balances and stuff like that. And then I've got another tote that's going to be full of just some basic kitchen supplies and apartment stuff that I couldn't quite let go of. Alrighty, y'all. So now we're looking at the other side of the truck. Like I said, here's that jack that I was talking about. It's a 48-inch farm jack, capable of lifting 3,000 kilograms, roughly 5,000 pounds. It's going to be perfect for the truck. Super awesome. It's going to be mounted to those traction pads on the other side. It's great. I hope I never have to use it, but I've got it if I do. Open up this door here. This is what I'm calling my closet. I've got 2 of these little containers right here. Top one is going to be all of my hiking gear. So I've got, my fitness, my workout shorts, my hiking shorts, some tank tops, some of these SPF 50 shirts that are super lightweight, super breathable, super comfy. Then I've got, of course, some street clothes. I've got just a couple t-shirts, a nice long sleeve polo button up, love those. That's my niche. Some linen pants. Down below, I've got all of my underwear, swim shorts. I've got some street shorts in there, stuff like that. So for when I'm out in cities, I can kind of not be in just straight hiking gear, which, is going to be fine in most cities like Denver. I'm sure it'll be totally fine. But I've got my hiking socks down there as well. All of my hygienic stuff, shampoo, toilet paper, hygiene, all that stuff is going to be right here. Yeah, and I'll take you guys to the other side, and I'll show you guys what else I've got going on in here. Alrighty, guys. So this looks like a mess too. I apologize. My mom already was giving me hell for it. She said, "Why doesn't it look like the Pinterest boards that I've seen?" And yada yada yada. I was like, "Well, Mom, I tried to make it look like Pinterest, but kind of hard to do when you're fitting your entire life into a truck and trying to plan for a 2-month trip. Not a lot of people doing that out here." But I'll get right into it, guys. So up top here, I've got variety of my hats. I'm a big hat guy, so I can kind of go through here, pick them out. Those are hanging up on my nylon paracord up there. I've got my solar panel for my Jackery, which is a 1,000-watt portable charger, basically a generator. Solar generator is what it's called, literally. But yeah, these solar panels can mount up anywhere. So I plan to use that out in the trails and things like that when I'm not going to have access to power. But I can also charge that Jackery, which is right here, by the way. Hopefully you can kind of see that. I'm not going to pull it out because it's kind of a pain just to do right now. But I can charge that with the truck. I've already got that wired up actually right here. So that's going to be charging whenever I'm driving. And I'm going to be driving roughly 4 to 5 hours every day when I'm going to my next spot. So hopefully that should be plenty of time to charge it up every day. But like I said, if I'm setting up camp and kind of using the Jackery to power things like phone, camera, laptop, coffee maker, stuff like that, I'm going to be using this solar panel to kind of give it a little bit of juice kind of throughout the day while I'm using it, not driving around. But right here, this is all of my food stuff. I call it the pantry, kind of like the other side of the closet. So up top here, I've got all of my condiments, spices. I've got sriracha, cumin, basil, all the essentials. Got to have sriracha hot sauce, My buddy Brandon hooked me up with some Maggi seasoning. Love this stuff. He got me hooked on it a couple weeks ago when I was finishing up in Tuscaloosa. Shout out to you, Brandon. Appreciate you, man. All of my coffee mugs, Brewmate for beverages up in there. Stuff like that. This is going to be all of my dry foods. It slides out. So at the moment, it's a lot of snacks. Haven't gone to get the initial grocery shopping haul, but I am getting my wisdom teeth taken out tomorrow. So the food I'm going to be eating for the next week when I hit the road is going to be very soft, probably mashed potatoes, and I've got, like I said, some ramen in there. But yeah, behind that, I've got a tub for all of my tools and first aid and some of my electronics equipment. I've got an air compressor just in case I need to air up, air down the tires. I've got recovery straps in case I get stuck, or if someone else gets stuck on the road and I need to pull them out, or vice versa. Just about everything that you can think of. I've got bear spray back in here for fending off bears whenever I'm hiking. Also got my my gun just in case anything happens. So for those people worried about security and whatnot, I've thought of a few things, and I'm gonna obviously be really careful, but super excited to get on the road. And yeah, I leave Sunday, hopefully, fingers crossed. Not sure what happened. Must have accidentally clicked that little Bluetooth button in my pocket that starts and stops the video. My bad. But yeah, super excited. I leave Sunday, hopefully. And guys, I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm posting the itinerary to this, going through Kansas City and then Nebraska and then down Colorado to Denver and up to Rocky Mountain National Park. Guys, check out that itinerary. If you have any recommendations on places I should go, things I should see, places to eat, gas stations to stop, anything like that, I've kind of planned a lot of that stuff out, but I'm totally wide open to checking out new stuff. So if you guys have anything to recommend, please let me know. Call me, text me, DM me, comment on the video, whatever. I'll be checking that stuff. And like I said, thanks guys for bearing in. First time doing this, new to the whole YouTube influencer creator thing. Doing a terrible job probably, but for family and friends, and if anybody else kind of enjoys it, then that's awesome. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to this trip. Can't wait to update you guys and let you know what's going on. But thanks, y'all. Have a good one.